Fact. A man's masculine power is his greatest asset, and most women know this, which is why so many of them have decided to not only use men for their resources, but also to willingly serve a system that demonizes masculinity and keeps everybody at a lesser advantage. I want you to think about the first time you ever got friend zoned by a girl, whether it was in high school, college, or later on in your adult life. She makes rules for you because she didn't like you. She put you on the shelf and gave the best parts of herself to other men, and what she won't tell you is that she chose these other men because she thought they were superior to you. But deep down, when you're by yourself wondering what you did wrong, what you failed to admit to yourself was that you didn't put the right things about yourself on display for her to see when you both were talking or dating. You might have given her more time and energy than she invested while you guys were dealing with each other, which registered in her brain as you liking her more than she likes you. Either way, by the end of this video, you should have all the knowledge you need to continue raising the value of your time, your attention, because at the end of the day, the value of your time and attention is going to determine how much she wants to see you. In this video, I'm going to not only share some experiences that have led me to these conclusions, but I'm going to give you tips that can help you read between the lines when it comes to dealing with people, and ways that you can notice these red flags in women before deciding to let them into your life, and before you decide to start giving them energy, because at the end of the day, your attention and your energy are the only things that they want. So let's get into it. When you're not constantly giving your attention away to people who don't care about you, it becomes far more valuable. This is why you'll notice your aura start to improve when you ghost girls, when you take social media breaks, when you block people who don't have your best interests at heart. Why? Because this lets them know that they're not entitled to your attention or your energy. Social media has made people very comfortable with picking people up and disposing of them when they feel the person isn't meeting their push button needs. Is it disgusting? Yes, absolutely, but it is nothing new. However, with the seemingly abundant number of options technology has presumably given people in this day and age, you have no choice but to do things that separate you from the herd of males desperately seeking to have their needs met. You do this by keeping your mind and body focused on the things that are related to your goals when nobody else is around. Your job, your side hustle, books, tasks that require acute focus, practicing celibacy, the list goes on. Now, the good news is that majority of males won't be able to copy this stuff because they don't have the discipline, which is going to keep them in the 99% of simps, but more importantly, it's going to keep them out of your way. The only times they'll try to get in your way is if they're jealous of your progress or if you've surpassed them as a man already and deep down they know it. And keep in mind that these are the types of guys that are going to try demonizing you once you reach your full potential. So you'll want to make sure that these types of males are not in your friends group, because these are the type of males that will not want to see you succeed. It's worth mentioning that nowadays you can just block a person on every social media platform if you're upset with them and they'll get the point. It wasn't like that 16 years ago. In 2005, you pretty much had no choice if you were upset with somebody but to call them up on the phone and have a conversation about what it was that upset you. Everything is very push button nowadays and everything is very temporary. Back in the day, that's actually why people argued on the phone a lot more. That's why there were more scream matches back in the day, because social media wasn't the middleman in you deciding if you want to have a relationship with a person. No, if you didn't want to be friends with somebody anymore, it's not like you could just send them a text or block them. You had to call them up on the phone and explain and actually have a conversation. A lot of things feel push button nowadays because you guys don't have conversation skills. A lot of you men and women do not have any type of conversation skills, and that's why your interactions with people always go south. And yes, the vibes felt more natural because we didn't have technology influencing the way we felt at each given moment. So keep in mind that the changes in the way we communicate with each other, as well as the means we use to do so, have also played a role in why things have become so superficial and push button. Why relationships are so deceptive nowadays. Bro, people cheat because it feels good. People cheat because it feels good, bro. Let that sink in for a second. You could sit over here and tell yourself that was not the reason why the last girl that cheated on you, but that was why she did it. She did it because she wanted something new and it felt good. That's the same reason why men cheat too. Men cheat because it feels good. All right. One thing that you're going to find as a man, though, is that being alone and having your own energy to yourself where nobody can steal or misuse it is better than having people around you who are narcissistic, shallow about everything, emotionally not in control of themselves, and socially manipulative. What I want you guys to understand is that you need to get to a point where everything you do or say does not come from a position of lacking. And you don't have to be rich for that. You don't even have to be a genius for that. So in conclusion, how does raising the value of your attention help you to improve in your interactions? Well, the less available you are, the more rare you become. And what better way to raise the value of your attention in the eyes of some people than by disappearing and getting your life back on track? But the thing is, when these people try to come back into your life, once they see the improvements that you've made, you can't let them come back. Okay, you have to emotionally keep them in the same place that they tried to leave you in, not the other way around. If they come back to that place and see you still there, all mopey and depressed, you didn't do anything besides prove them right. Just some things to think about. But guys, like and subscribe for more videos because we've got more on the way. And keep in mind that we're still looking for sparring partners and individuals with high energy levels to make guest appearances on the channel. And we will see you in the next video.